Hello, everybody. Peace. Today, I wanted to talk about the difficulty of sometimes having a family who sees your success as being something that is material. They see it as in having a big house, having many children, in having a certain kind of job, in having a certain status, and so on.
From beautiful seas to flourishing legacies.
I have spoken about something similar to this before. I spoke about blessings and what blessings really are. And today I just wanted to make the content of this video just to let you know that it is difficult. It is so hard when you are trying to pursue a path of your own. Honestly, your own path. That might be a path where you earn a lot of money. It might be a path where you have a certain status, and these are all just the consequences of what your true path is, which is to try to be a better person. But when you don't fit that standard, when you don't fit the standard of success, quote unquote, according especially to your family. I mean, other people, you can kind of move through it. It really isn't that serious. You don't have to see them if you don't want to. They have their own views of what success is. But when it's your family, it can be difficult because you have spent all your life trying to show them that you get their approval and try to show them that I'm doing okay and I'm going to be successful. I'm going to be what you wanted me to be. And then when they look at you and all they see is just your failures, and they see from a really shallow way of seeing things. Sometimes it's not even because they want you to be successful. Sometimes it's because they don't think that the things that you choose for yourself are good for you, and they're still trying to make you a certain way that they thought was successful to themselves as well. So to them it is success, but to us it's not success at all, and it could be a really hard thing to deal with. Now, what can we do about this, right? Before I talked about what blessings are and how blessings are something which is really a kind of insight, and it is being able to see good from bad. That is the ultimate blessing. And then there's also blessings in things, the good part of things that are left behind. For example, when you eat all of your food and then you leave the remnants there as well. And the most important thing to remember is that not everyone sees the world as you do, and it can be an extremely lonely time. But then also at the same time, remember that there are other people like you who are on the path of trying to be a better person. So what you want from a person isn't the person's admiration of you. It isn't that. It isn't a person who is able to give you approval. It isn't a person who is able to give you money. It isn't a person who is feeds you. It doesn't have to be any of these people, right? What you want in a person isn't someone who is just like you either. It isn't someone who is the same personality type as you. It isn't someone who has the same patterns of behavior as you do, someone from the same background or anything like that. What you want from a person is to accept you for who you are and what you choose to do with your life, especially when you're trying to choose the right way of living your life and trying to be the best version of yourself. And you're doing that through healing and growing and pursuing the things which are important to you, which don't have a price tag on them most of the time, but they have other impacts. They have a quality to them. And that's what you want from a person. You want them to accept you. So what do, right? And the important thing is, again, similar to previous episodes, is find a community of people who are like you. And the more we are around people like this, the shame that has been given to us by people who had a perception of what success is and thought they were doing us maybe something good, but instead they ended up hurting us, then that shame is it becomes so small because you've shone a light on it. You've shone a light on it, and you surround yourself by people who are just like you. And this is such an amazing thing to do, especially when these people are on the same journey of growth as you are. And then when the people come to your home, when they come to you and they'll say things of like, why don't you earn this more money? Why don't you work this much? Why don't you do this, or why don't you do that? Then it doesn't really matter as much, because your perception is true to you, and you know what is good for you, and you are doing it for a greater purpose than how people look at you. And once we break through trying to make those people who are of more of a superficial perception proud, then we end up truly being free and seeing what is of value to us and what is worth pursuing and the things which are worth leaving behind. And I invite you to join me on the next group coaching cohort. There is a waiting list, check it out. Get on that list. It is a group of Muslim women. We talk about relationships, and also non-Muslim women. We talk about relationships, we talk about trauma, we talk about so many different things which pop up. And also I have a free downloadable for you. If you're not ready for that, that's absolutely fine, but I do have a free downloadable for you of my book, The Woke Writer. It is all about surrender, so check that out. Thank you so much for being here with me today, and I hope that you can continue surrounding yourself by people who are like-minded, and when the people who are see things in a different way to you, how you do, I hope that you remain strong and steadfast, and you continue upon this journey that you were born to do. So thank you again. Peace. Have a beautiful day, everyone.